Hey everybody, welcome to Always Bored, Never Boring. We are deep into the summer holidays. The kids are causing havoc, the sun decided to come out, and here at ABNB HQ, we are gearing up for my little boy's 6th birthday party this weekend. So I'm afraid I've got to keep this brief. To that end, let's get straight to the point. The latest HeroQuest expansion, Rise of the Dreadmoon, is now available on the companion app. Hooray! This was announced by Avalon Hill on the HeroQuest Twitter account on the 10th of August. It was also announced on the Avalon Hill Instagram account. This is fantastic news, and the arrival of the quest on the app shortly after the expansion went to retail is in line with the timeline we have seen for previous expansions. I'm a little surprised actually. Dreadmoon is the most complex expansion to date, and I suspect it took a lot more effort to convert the missions for use with the app. Nevertheless, it is so. I have already had a few people ask if I intend to run any Dreadmoon playthroughs on the channel. At the moment, I'm thinking no. Obviously any HeroQuest playthrough is a bit of a spoiler, but I think the way Dreadmoon is constructed, playthroughs would be even more of a spoiler than normal. Plus, I don't want to commit to going through the whole campaign. If there had been some solo quests, separate from the main campaign, for the new knight hero to venture through, I probably would have done those, but as it stands, no other playthroughs for Dreadmoon are on the cards right now. However, I do have other plans for HeroQuest playthroughs that hopefully I can get around to at some point. Before that, I need to get on with my Space Crusade campaign. Anyway, I'm getting off track. The HeroQuest companion app should automatically update on your device. If it doesn't, you may have to force an update through the App Store. After the update, Rise of the Dreadmoon will appear on the quest selection screen. At the moment, the additional prequel quest Nightfall has not been included. There is no word on when or if that's going to happen, but as the other Hasbro Pulse quests did eventually appear on the app, I see no reason why Nightfall won't be there too. The other thing I wanted to briefly mention while I have your attention is this issue regarding the Dreadveil dice and the dice scroll, which were available at GenCon 2023 and originally appeared to be GenCon exclusives. I already talked about this in a community post earlier in the week, but I know a lot of you may not read those posts, so it bears repeating. At first, when a lot of people were expressing disappointment and asking if these items would be available in other ways, the Avalon Hill team were, I would say, unclear. I sort of got the impression that Hasbro had insisted on exclusives, but Avalon Hill didn't want to say they were exclusives, or were, behind the scenes, trying to find a way to make them so they weren't exclusives. But nevertheless, with people on eBay paying as much as $350 for these dice and the scroll, I really wanted to press them for a bit more information. So on the 8th of August I did ask the question again on Discord in the hopes of getting something a bit more definitive by way of a response. And Carmine from the Avalon Hill team was kind enough to answer, although that answer was far from definitive. He said, "I can't confirm anything, as the actual final decisions on the matter are more of a Hasbro Pulse personnel call. That said, they were there, they saw the frenzy, they recognised the community's appetite, and they have absolutely no desire to upset the fans through inaccessible product and promoting scalping on eBay. We spoke about the situation throughout the convention and a lot of ideas were put on the table. The team will figure it out, it just takes time to get the war machine moving." So that was something and did sound a bit more positive. And shortly after there was an additional statement from Avalon Bill, also from the Avalon Hill team. He said, "I can't promise if, where or when the dice will be available again, but I can say they were not exclusive to GenCon. The team is working hard on a way to get more sets into the hands of fans and not scalpers." So there's that. It's all a bit too much like doublespeak at the moment. They are claiming the dice weren't exclusive to GenCon, while at the same time saying they can't promise if they will ever be available anywhere else, which would mean they were exclusive to GenCon. And Avalon Bill talks about the dice, but doesn't mention the dice scroll. But to be fair, I think it's just a case that they simply don't know what they can do right now, but they would like to make the items available to everyone. And once again, Avalon Hill seem to have got themselves into a pickle with exclusives or otherwise hard to get HeroQuest products. It's a little disappointing to see, especially as the arrival of Rise of the Dreadmoon has only just set straight the previous problem with the retailer exclusive Commander of the Guardian Knights. But for the most part, I think Avalon Hill do a good job for the fans, and if they can make these products available somehow, I believe they will do so. They really need to work on their communication though. It's never great when fans get flustered and drop stupid money for products on eBay because they think they are exclusives and won't be available elsewhere. Those are the kinds of situations that Avalon Hill and Hasbro could and should predict. They claim they dislike scalpers. Honest and open communication in advance of these products being available will help to stop the scalpers. And a more consistent line of official communication wouldn't hurt either. New information for HeroQuest seems to be scattered without care across their Discord platform, 2 different Twitter accounts, an Instagram, and very occasionally, a blog. I think that could be handled better. But hey, why should I complain? It keeps me in a job, doesn't it? But I think that's about it for now. Sorry, I did say this one would be brief. I need to go and blow up some birthday balloons or something. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please consider pressing the like button. If you really like the video, please consider subscribing if you don't already do so. And hopefully, I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.